Hello, Smoky Valley. We have completed 28 days of in-person instruction. And I'm so grateful we started with in-person and not a hybrid model or remote. And we're going to do everything that we possibly can to continue with face-to-face in-person instruction. Our kids are doing very, very well. And I want to thank you for your support in supporting the mask wearing and the protocol that we have in place to keep our kids coming to school every day. We have seen some issues happen with school districts near us, some in the area, where they've had to shut down or quarantine large groups of kids. We have just been blessed that that's not happened. So wearing our masks and social distancing the best that we possibly can keep us in school much longer. I know that some of you may have had questions about how many of our kids or staff have had a positive case. We currently have a couple of students right now and one staff member. We have had a total of about a half a dozen cases since we've started, but that hasn't slowed us down. And I say that we want to stay face to face as much as possible. We're seeing our kids excel. We're getting them caught up, and going remote could be detrimental to where we are academically, as well as some of the activities our kids are involved in. We have 3 high school kids, students from the high school girls going to state. Congratulations to them. Our cross country will be competing in sub-state very soon, and they're ranked as well, the boys and the girls. And our volleyball team. And if you've followed them very closely, you can see that they have about 23 wins in a row, and last night locked up the league championship, and we've already hung the banner for that. So being face to face and keeping our kids safe has done wonders for our kids to have them here every day. We asked our little guys, I think Mr. Shugren talked to 3rd grade, and no, they don't care to wear the masks, but he said, how many of you like to be in school? We will wear the mask because we want to be there. We want to be with our friends, and we want to be there every day. So we thank you for that and for keeping them safe. The message I wanted to get out today was also to the people who ride the bus. Our kids who are bus riders in the mornings. We sent a letter out at the beginning of the year that we have a very slim margin as far as bus drivers. If 1 or 2 or 3 bus drivers went down, there's a possibility you could get a phone call that we may not be transporting your kids on a certain day. And we want to give you a heads up as soon as possible if in fact that happens. If one of our drivers comes down with a COVID case or several have been exposed, that buses may not run. Well, a school in the area had a situation with bus drivers and closed school. Talking to that superintendent, he said, I wish I would have never done that we should have continued. So if we have an issue with bus drivers that can't perform and can't drive the buses, we have decided that we are going to have school anyway, and it will be your responsibility to get those kids to school. Rather than shut down school, and then you will have a responsibility to find someone to watch your kids or to stay home from work, or to make other arrangements. So you either have to make arrangements for your children being at home, learning remotely, or arrangements to get them to and from school. And we have chosen the latter. We're going to do everything we can, if we have the staff in place, to continue with school face to face. So our goal right now is to not go remote, not go hybrid, to take this as long as we possibly can. And as I said earlier, Day 28, every day is a blessing with your children. Thanks to our staff. Thanks to you for supporting our protocol and the things that we have in place to keep them as safe as we possibly can. We don't know what tomorrow brings. We may have an outbreak. I know Reno County is going through some tough times right now. Saline County has had a number of cases. Several counties throughout the state. McPherson County is actually doing pretty well. Some of the last results we have in is a 5% positive rate, which is extremely good because we were as high as 11.8 a couple of weeks ago, 9%, and now down to 5% positive rate. So let's keep it going, keep those kids in school. Thanks for following Smoky Valley. Go Vikes.